Bitcoin recovery is inevitable. Now, there's a plenty of reasons for this. We're going to talk about that today because there's a lot of reasons actually that the Bitcoin recovery is absolutely inevitable. Even if Bitcoin drops even more than it already has, the recovery is always inevitable. Bitcoin will always rise. I don't know why everybody's so scared saying, "Hey, Bitcoin's crashing." They're all scared because it's going down. Like, you don't lose money until you sell. That's just for starters, right? But there's a lot more to this than Bitcoin going down. So we're going to get straight to that. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But let's talk about that right now. So first things first, we are at 56.2K Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, it dropped a lot when people were all freaking out, running around like, they got their head cut off or something. Like 49.6K is where Bitcoin dropped down to. But hey, I already knew this was going to happen. We hit a premium price point all the way up here at the top. Now, see, the premium price points here are with our Chart Prime automated trading indicators. And whenever we hit these premium price points, we're pretty much buying Bitcoin, as it says, at a premium. So we were inevitably going to go down. And if you see, we were inside this channel, we were creating lower highs as well as lower lows the whole time we were in this channel. So when we hit this premium price point, we dropped down below the equilibrium level, which is pretty much just the level that Bitcoin sits at on average, where it can comfortably sit and not fluctuate. And then we have the discount price point, where pretty much this is the discount. This is where the whales really started to hop in. The whales really started to buy more Bitcoin at this point. Now, not only that, you can see at this current moment, our RSI is crossed at the top here. So the RSI is already topped out from the bottom, which means that we could possibly have another drop in the price of Bitcoin, possibly. But the recovery is still inevitable. Even if we drop after we have this recovery, like, we could still have another better, even better recovery than this. So there is a possibility that the price of Bitcoin still drops. The RSI has crossed at the top and is ready to either go down or go halfway down and then cross halfway down and go back up, because it does that pretty often. It did that here. So we thought that the RSI was going to continue to go down and crash the price of Bitcoin, but it did not, because as you can see, the RSI crossed at the bottom and then started to pop. As you can see, it started to go up as well with the price. And then once the RSI topped out, it started to go a little bit sideways here, but it's still pumped. And even when the RSI dropped all the way back down to the bottom, it was a small drop in the price of Bitcoin. It went all the way up here from about 66K all the way down to 63K. It only dropped by $3,000, yet the RSI showed that it was going to go down maybe a little bit more, but it did not. So it kept going up. And then the RSI crossed at the top again, and it showed that it was going to go down a little bit more. So it stayed down for a little longer, and it went from 68K all the way down to 64K. So this time it dropped by 4K rather than 3K. And then we had another recovery in the RSI. The reason why I'm saying this is that the same thing kind of looks like it's happening again, where we reached the bottom of our channel that we're inside of. And I'll just show you the channel on a daily. Right now, we're looking at the 4-hour chart. This is the daily chart. We're reaching the bottom of this channel, and we hit the discount price point for Bitcoin. So from there, we start to rise. If you look at the RSI for the daily, which is the long-term chart, the 4-hour is a little bit more short-term. The daily chart, which we just now switched to, is more long-term. And you can see the RSI is actually crossing right at the bottom of the daily chart. And the reason why this is so significant is because since it's crossing at the bottom of the daily chart, it's pretty much showing that we're about to have another huge increase in the price, as we always do typically when we have the RSI crossing at the bottom. So we had the RSI crossing at the bottom here. It tried to recover there, and then it dropped right back down, but it went down halfway. Remember, like I said before with the 4-hour chart, when the RSI goes down halfway, it's pretty much like a bull trap, well, a bear trap, I would say, and it traps the bears thinking that it's going to go even lower, when in reality, it's about to pump out even more. So that is kind of like what it's looking like now. It's kind of looking like a bear trap, in my personal opinion. They're trying to trap bears. So that's what it's looking like to me. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it's looking like that? That's what it's looking like, because as the RSI starts going up, it's possible that the RSI goes halfway up and then goes back down, kind of like how it did before back here, where it went up and then it just went right back down. Or it could just go all the way up and then, reach back up to the top of this channel. But either way, we're going to make our way back to the top of this channel. The real question is, when we hit the top of this channel, what happens? Do we pump out of the top of that channel, or do we just go down? Because I have this set up for our Fibonacci to look at what's going to happen after we get out this channel. The next area on our Fibonacci retracement after 73K resistance that we've been getting rejected at, it's 120K. Now, I know a lot of people are like, we're not going to go straight up to 120K. And that's right. We're not going to go straight up there. We're going to stop at the resistance here around 88 to 90K, right? But if we break 88K and we get to 90K and break 90K, we're almost effortlessly going to go up to 100K and then eventually 120K after that for Bitcoin. So this is probably one of the biggest opportunities here ever inside of Bitcoin. And like I said, the Bitcoin recovery is inevitable. It is inevitable, like absolutely inevitable. So this is what everyone wants to pay attention to. You want to pay attention to the channel that we're in. So if we can stay in this channel, right, for a little bit longer, then we can actually pump. But if we don't, then the area that we're going to be going down to is probably going to be the discount price point and then a little bit below it. So the discount price point for our Chart Prime automated trading indicators, link in the description for that if you want these indicators. But it's going to be the Fibonacci retracement all the way down here at 45K. So 45K Bitcoin could be a reality if this RSI doesn't go down halfway and it stops like right here. If it stops like right here and then goes back up, then we're probably going to continue to pump. But if it doesn't and it just goes all the way down, then that's where you see us going down to the bottom of our channel here. And then if it breaks that channel and it goes down even lower, then we're seeing the discount price point. And since we already hit that discount price point once, if we go down there and hit it a second time, then we're more than likely going to hit 45K if that happens. But even at that, 45K is such a low price that the whales will literally buy that up quick. And it will literally, like what happened before, like just now, like the whales bought this dip up really quick. Like as soon as it went down, they bought it quickly. So I think the same thing is probably going to happen if it goes back down. But me personally, I think that we're more than likely just going to go back up to that channel, the top of the channel right there. We'll see if we get rejected at the top of this channel, because if we do, then we got to brace for a drop. But it's going to be a temporary drop like it was before. It'll be a temporary drop. It's not just going to keep going and keep going and keep going. At the lowest, it'll go down to this Fibonacci around 36K, right? Because that's the last place where we had major resistance back in November. And then once we passed that resistance back in November of 2023, it was all up from there. We just went crazy. So that would be like the lowest price point that I would see Bitcoin go into if it continues to drop than 30K. But if not, we're going to see Bitcoin getting up to 73K and probably passing 73K and getting a lot higher than that as well. So that's what we're looking at here for the price of Bitcoin. But yeah, this channel is very, very important. Like I said, we're looking at 120K Bitcoin once we pass 90K, right? And once we pass 73K, we're almost effortlessly going to get up to 88K, right? And then if we could pass 88K and get past 90K, then that's when we see 120K almost effortlessly, just like before, right? That's pretty much what I got for the technical analysis here. But we still got more information on Bitcoin and why it drops and what's going to be happening next. So first things first, we already seen that the whales, the second it dropped, the whales bought it up. The whales did not let Bitcoin go down, not even for a split second. They bought it up, right? Now, the volume is actually pretty impressive that we've seen. We've seen huge volume when it was dropping. So at first it was trading around 25 billion inside of volume, but as it started to go down, you've seen 40 billion here. And then we start to go down even more. Then it just started to stay around like 40 billion. So money was constantly in and out, 57 billion up there, 115 billion. So when the price of Bitcoin dropped, we seen more volume came in, 65 billion on the 5th. And then it went to 78 billion on the 5th, 92 billion still on the 5th, 99 billion. And then it went all the way up to 116 billion dollars inside of 24-hour trading volume, 121 billion in trading volume. All of this happening on the 5th, and then it kind of settled down before that. But the reason why I'm showing that is because all of this volume that was going through, that's the whales' money. The whales The people who are billionaires in Bitcoin and have the most money are literally taking and buying all the Bitcoin at the bottom. They literally manipulated the prices so then everything can drop. And then once it dropped, they put their money in at the bottom and now they're riding it right back up. These whales are literally manipulating Bitcoin and they're making a lot of money off of it. They're trying to shake out the weak hands. So as you sell your Bitcoin, they are buying Bitcoin. But I know if you're watching my video, you're not selling Bitcoin, right? You're not selling none of it. If you're watching my video, you're just smart money. The whales, they're smart money. So when they see that everyone's selling, they're buying. So, as everyone likes to say, when there's blood in the streets, we eat. This is where people buy Bitcoin once it goes down. This is where the whales are buying. When they see everyone selling, they are buying. They're trying to get the Bitcoin out of the regular people's hands, out of the retail buyers' hands, and then they're trying to put it in their own hands. So that's really what's happening here. They're shaking everybody out, and they might drop the price even more than what it already dropped, but they're not going to keep the price down. The recovery is inevitable because they want to make more money. So they're going to buy more at the bottom. They just want to shake as many people out of Bitcoin as they can. And they were successful in that because they went and put $120 billion towards buying up everyone's Bitcoin. And that's in 24-hour trading volume. So in one 24-hour period, it's 99 billion. And then the other period, 116 billion. The other period, 115. But what about all the time back here that was previously there? So within a week, probably $1 trillion flowed through Bitcoin within a week. Let's not say a whole trillion because a whole trillion is like the whole market cap. But like within a week, we probably had close to $500 billion going in and out of Bitcoin. People selling out and then the whales buying even more Bitcoin as you sell out. But remember, the way they manipulate the prices, first we get all this bad economic news, the Japanese yen, doing all this stuff, the Bank of Japan, and then we're seeing a recession for America. And then they're like, hey, we're not going to drop our interest rates. We're going to keep them the same. And that's what they're saying because they want people to be fearful. They want to start the recession so then people sell. And then when people sell, well, guess who's buying up Bitcoin? We got BlackRock buying Bitcoin. We got all these different places buying up Bitcoin, right? So we're just seeing all these billionaires literally doubling down on Bitcoin as everyone's selling out because they want you to sell. They want that. And you can see the market, it was recovering a little bit, but now it's a little bit down again. But the recovery is inevitable. It's still going to continue to recover. I bought the dip a lot, right? As it went down, I spent a lot on it. Okay, I bought some Ethereum when it went down. What price did I get Ethereum? I don't know. I think I bought Ethereum a little bit lower than what it's at now. But yeah, I bought Ethereum when that went down, and then I bought the other ones as well. So I paid like a little bit for Ethereum when it went down to like 2100, 2200, and then it went back up a little bit. I bought a little bit more of Kronos. I'm gonna make a video on Kronos again as well because Kronos is underrated. Actually, yes, everything went down. Kronos was one of those cryptos that did not have as strong as a drop. Kronos and Phantom and Kronos actually did pretty well when everything dropped. Like everything did go down a lot, but I mean Kronos went from like 9 cents to 7 cents. That's really not that bad. So I went ahead and bought up some of that. Phantom, on the other hand, did not go down as much either, and so did Optimism. Optimism also did not go down as much. So I like to find these things that are like recession proof. Like they're like the coins that when they go down, people are still really big on it. Okay. Now, what I really did not like about the whole thing with Phantom did go down like 30%, but I like Phantom. I'm not gonna talk down on Phantom. All right, we're not gonna do that right now. But yeah, Phantom went down a lot, but I feel like Phantom is underrated, and that's one thing I just don't like that how underrated it is. But I think a good $1,000 in Phantom wouldn't hurt anybody. 10,000 in Phantom wouldn't hurt anybody. Phantom is easily a $20 billion coin. But hey, look, this is about Bitcoin. I'm gonna make a whole Phantom video. This is about Bitcoin. We're gonna get off Phantom. It's just I think people are really overlooking Phantom. They're overlooking Phantom 100%. But anyways, with the Bitcoin dominance we seen when everything sold off, the Bitcoin dominance increased by even more. So that means that people sold more altcoins than they did Bitcoin. So when you actually looked at all the altcoins, they went down far more, like way more than Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin, okay, we went down like 15% in Bitcoin, okay? But the altcoins, you were seeing some of them down 30%, some of them down 50%. Like the altcoins really took the altcoins really took the drop. All right. When everything went down, altcoins dropped the most. I mean, Ethereum down way more than Bitcoin. If you look at everything else, like all the altcoins took a way harder drop. I mean, Pepe, 33.3%. There's so many altcoins that took way more of a drop than Bitcoin. Bitcoin didn't take as much of a drop as these altcoins. I mean, Brett, look at that, 32.7%, and mostly the meme coins. The meme coins really took the hardest drop. All right, Beam 36.4%. We've seen a lot of drops. So when you also look at the Bitcoin dominance, you noticed before everything dropped, Bitcoin dominance, it was keeping a profile around 51% to 53%. So it was around 51 to 53%. But when that dropped, when everything went down, Bitcoin dominance went all the way up to 59.63%, which means that when they were selling all their altcoins, even though Bitcoin was going down, they were putting the money into Bitcoin from the altcoins. And then when things kind of recovered, it's kind of back to normal at 52.39% of Bitcoin dominance. But one thing that did not necessarily go back to normal was the Ethereum dominance. You've seen Ethereum dominance is still a little bit down at 14.21%, as opposed to what it was before at like 16.57, 17%. Like Ethereum dominance was doing way more numbers, but now it's not. And same thing with Solana. Solana dominance kind of went down. XRP dominance. All the other coins, as you can see, their dominance went down a lot more, but Bitcoin's went up a little bit, and Bitcoin's is really, it went up just a little bit, and it's kind of the same. So the money either went into Bitcoin or into US dollars or whatever currency they hold. Okay. So a lot of people are taking money out of the altcoins. So that means that altcoins are at a higher discount. So I'm still bullish on altcoins, just like I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Um, we also got this trader Peter Brandt forecast potential Bitcoin breakout. Says Bitcoin correction now similar to the 2017 pullback. He kind of has the same channel and technical analysis here that I have as well. As you can see, when everything dumped, you can see it hit that the bottom of that channel there, and then as you can see, this trend line right here is pretty much where our automated trading indicators, which is why I love Chart Prime, best automated trading indicators inside the game. Literally, even professional traders are having the same results because this trend line right here, notice how it stops right on the same area as our discounted price, right? It stops right on the same area as our discounted price as well as our Fibonacci retracement. So that is huge because these discount price points is part of the Chart Prime automated trading indicators. Link in the description if you guys want that. Use the discount code CP30 for 30% off. Try it risk free for 7 days. 7-day money back guaranteed. And it's literally nothing to lose on this. But yeah, definitely check it out. I use it on all my trades here. It pretty much predicted this drop right here. So we hit the premium price point, like I was saying before. We're buying everything at a premium. So obviously it's going to go down once it hits that premium price. We hit a discount price. Now that it's all discounted, people are going to put that money back in. Now you're seeing it back up. So that's why it's very good to use trading indicators like this. So check out Chart Prime, link in the description. This is just one of the things that Chart Prime has. They have multiple indicators that I don't have up right now. Like they have the Market Dynamics Pro, the Market Oracle Pro, and the one that we're using right now is the Dynamics Pro. The Oracle Pro has the momentum wave bands on it that I always use. They have the Prime Oscillator. They have the Prime Screener. They have so many different things with Chart Prime. So definitely check that out. They have the swing ranges. Check that out. Link in the description. Very good. Very good stuff. But like I was saying before here with this guy, Peter Brandt, I think his name is. He's a professional trader. But he's talking about Bitcoin, saying that it's going to be the same thing that happened in the 2015-2017 cycle. Remember, it's about 100 days after the Bitcoin halving. The Bitcoin halving happened like 100 days ago. Remember, after the Bitcoin halving, it takes a little bit for Bitcoin to actually take off. So we're kind of seeing that now, where the halving has happened around this area. Remember, about 100 days ago, around what was it, like May, March, somewhere around there, April, somewhere around that area. And we haven't really seen the benefits of that halving like we should. So we're having that pullback after the halving, And now the actual pump is probably about to come in pretty soon for Bitcoin. But this guy is saying that he can possibly see it around the 90,000, because just like how 2017 had their all-time highs after they had a crash, it was literally right after the Bitcoin halving happened, and then it started to take off after it had that drop. So it said, based on Brent's chart depicting Bitcoin's 2024 price pattern using the terms bump, hump, slump, and dump, he suggests that Bitcoin's dump may have set up the crypto king to pump to more than $90,000. So yeah, I think this has been a good setup for us to go up to 90K. This is really building momentum. It's all about momentum, and the momentum is flowing now with Bitcoin. Now, there's another thing here from Seeking Alpha. This is Bitcoin temporary dip, but conditions remain unfavorable, they say. So there's a lot of people that are still bearish here. So don't think everything's bullish, but personally, I'm bullish on this. I think even if we go all the way down to like 48K, even 45K, we're still good. I think if we go down to 38K, even better. I'll buy even more Bitcoin. I'll buy even more crypto, even more altcoins at that point, because once it drops, you have to buy the dip. If you're not buying the dip, you're not a real crypto person, right? You're not really a crypto investor. You're not really, that in tune with crypto if you're not buying when things are down. If you're buying when things are up, your money is what we're taking pretty much. Like, if you buy when things are up, when the whales sell at the top to manipulate the prices, they're taking those profits straight from you, and then your money drops, and then you sell, and then they buy your coins that you just sold. So they stole your money at the top and they profited off of it. Well, they didn't steal it, they earned it really, because they're trading, so they're earning it. But they sold at the top, you bought at the top. So the money that you just bought with, they sold and took that money out. And then as the price went down, you then sell your coins and they then buy your coins back from you. So they take even more money from you. You see how that works. Like, they're literally finessing you. Let's be honest. Like, the whales, the billionaires in crypto and Bitcoin, all that, they're finessing y'all. Y'all don't want to sell. Just don't sell. I ain't sell nothing. I was like, I wanted. There was a point where I felt like I should sell and I wanted to. I'm like, ugh. Like, I looked at my money. I'm like, it looked bad. It looked bad. Like, literally, like almost a 50% drop. But I did not sell, because I had, right before that, I had took 2,500 and I bought on the 31st. I bought some more Ponky, and I took 2,500 and bought more Ponky. If you haven't seen my Ponky video, look that up. That coin is about to go crazy. It's about to be another one of those meme coins like Pepe, um, and like Dog with Hat. It's another one playing off the same thing as Pepe, right? But this is a monkey that looks like a frog. I mean, check out the song. Someone made a song about it. It's a monkey that looks like a frog, right? But it's not Pepe. It's Punky, and it's literally playing off the same meme, and it's built on Solana. It's literally gonna go crazy. If you guys don't know about Punky, you need to check it out. Like, this is going to be the next one. It literally has a cult like following. They describe themselves as a degenerate gambler that doesn't get along with just anyone. But I have a lot of friends that get angry sometimes. But deep down, I'm a good monkey. That's what it says. But the point is, it's a stupid meme, right? But at the point that they're trying to make here is they're making this coin pretty much for the average trading person in crypto, kind of like Pepe, right? A degenerate gambler. That's what they call people, degens, inside the crypto market who are trading. They call them degens, and they're losing a lot of money. But really, they're like millionaires. Like, people putting money inside of here are becoming millionaires. A lot of people are making money off of this coin. I'm gonna make another video on Punky. This new holder has casually bought 170K in Punky. Like, people are putting big money in this coin. It's literally about to be another one of those coins. And when you start seeing people making like bodysuits of the coin and like going out in public with like support on Ponky, that's when you know, like, this is real. This is absolutely real. And it's absolutely crazy. Right? Literally at car events, dressed in a whole Ponky suit. All right. But enough of that, kind of going over what this article is talking about. Bitcoin's recent drop was likely due to the forced unwinding of leveraged positions, making a short-term rebound likely. So pretty much what happens when people are longing and shorting Bitcoin, they're pretty much, they're leveraged out right now. They're doing 20x, 50x, some even doing 100x. But really, we're looking at the 20x people. Like, they've been leveraged for so long. Some of them are about to get liquidated because they're probably shorting the market or longing the market, and it went the opposite way that they weren't expecting. and they're about to get liquidated. And when that happens, they just got to sell out. They just got to take their position out before they get liquidated. Or if they made gains, they're going to take their money out. So the market was going up for so long and hasn't had a significant drop. So what happened is all those people that longed Bitcoin back here at the beginning of the year, they opened up long positions and leveraged like 20x. They're pretty much coming up here at the top and they're like, all right, they probably took a little bit of gains here, but they probably haven't taken all of it out. They probably took all of it out here, which caused everything to drop. So all those people that longed, they're like, all right, we're pulling out now. We made enough profit. We're getting out now. And then the people that shorted all the way back here are about to get liquidated. And they're like, all right, we're about to get liquidated. It's going to keep running. We're going to pull out as well. So both people who are doing longs and shorts all are pulling out at the same time, causing the price to go down. Now, if you want a platform to long and short Bitcoin and other cryptos like Ethereum, Solana, even Ponky, like Baby Doge, all this, you can open long and shorts on Mexi. Link in the description. Check out Mexi. Link in the description. One of the best exchanges out there. You'll also be helping support the channel if you sign up through the link in the description for me. So definitely check that out. And PS, if you live in the US, use a VPN. I'm just going to say that. Use a VPN. Maybe set your location to Singapore. I'm just going to say that if you're in the US. All right. But definitely check that out. Link in the description. All that good stuff. But yeah, the next thing, weak employment data in July has also raised concerns about a possible recession contributing to a decline in risk on assets. They're saying when the unemployment rate goes up pretty much, that is typically when we see recessions, when the unemployment rate just starts going crazy. And that's kind of what's happening now. And then also, we already know about the Japanese yen. Everyone was talking about it, so I didn't feel the need to even make a video on it because everyone was talking about it. But anyways, the yen carry trade and ongoing economic risk could continue to pressure asset prices, making caution prudent. So the yen, we got the recession risk with with all the BS with unemployment rates, the interest rates. They're not dropping the interest rates yet. There's just a lot going on there. Asset prices are extremely high. If you look at every single house on the market, they're all really high. If you look at crypto prices, they're all really high. Stock prices, really high. All of it's really high. So, absence of volatility, there hasn't been much volatility. So, that had to come back. So, there's a bunch of stuff. But either way, we are going to see a lot of different things coming for the crypto market very soon. Bitcoin, very bullish in my opinion. Even if it drops down to 38K, that is the most bullish scenario. I know it might sound counterproductive to say the most bullish scenario is us going down to 38K, but do you know the amount of whales, millionaires, and billionaires that will buy up Bitcoin if it goes to 38K? If Bitcoin does that, so many people are about to dump all their money into Bitcoin, and that's just going to shoot the prices right back up. It's going to go up, but it's going to slowly but surely go up because you know what's going to happen? First, the whales sell all the way up here, causing the prices to go down and manipulating the prices. As the prices go down, let's just say 1 million people sell their Bitcoin here, another million sell it 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 here. So billions of dollars just left Bitcoin. Now that we're down here, the whales are like, good, let's make that money back. Let's make all that money. Let's make even more money because they made money by dumping it on y'all up here. Now they're like, let's make even more money. So they buy all the way at the bottom. People see, oh, Bitcoin's going back up. Let's sell before it goes down even lower. We're getting more gains. Like the people that haven't sold yet, they're like, let's sell it now because it's going even lower. So then those people sell. But the whales, they're not selling. They already bought some more. And then they're like, all right, let's pump that price again and get some more people to sell. So boom, price pumps again. This is why the price never goes straight up, because people are like, let's get out now because we're getting our gains back. We don't want the price to drop again, so let's just get out now. So in doing that, they sell here, causing the price to go a little bit down a little bit more. And then the whales are like, good, we shook some more people out. They sold, they took their loss. Let's go ahead and buy again. Boom, the whales buy again. And right about here, the normal retail traders are like, all right, the price is back to 51K, but it's probably going to crash again. We're probably going to see another crash like here. Let's just get out now, take out the money that I have so I don't lose the rest of my money, because they bought up here. But they're like, you know what? Let's just sell here. Even though I bought up here, let's just sell down here, because, you know, the price is going back up. It might go back down, and then it might not go back up. So then boom, they sell. They sell here, and then it goes down. And then the whales are like, all right, we shook some more people out. Let's keep going. And then the cycle keeps going and going and going until the price gets up to 90K. And then the other people are like, all right, maybe it's time to buy Bitcoin again. Maybe it's time to spend some more money on Bitcoin. And they're like, all right. And then they see it at 120K. And then they're like, all right, we can't deny it. Let's just buy Bitcoin. It's at 120K. It's going to keep running. Boom. They buy Bitcoin, the normal retail traders, at 120K. The whales, they're like idiots. They're like effing idiots at this point. The whales, they bought it back in at 38K. They bought it back in at 45K, 50K. And the whales are like, all right, now the stupid, I don't want to call them stupid. Let's just say now the retail traders are buying Bitcoin at 120K at the highest it's ever been. Let's dump on them. And then the whales, they sell. They make their profits. They make Bitcoin crash to 72K. The normal people are now saying, the retail traders are now saying, oh man, we just lost money from 120K all the way down to 70K. Let's just go ahead and sell and cut our losses here. So they sell their Bitcoin. But what do you think the whales are going to do? The whales are going to be like, all right, we made profit all the way up here. We made them sell their coins. Let's go ahead and buy their coins back from them after we just took all their money already. Boom, whales buy, goes back up. This is the constant cycle that always happens in crypto. Like, do not sell when you see the prices crash. This is literally what the whales are trying to get you to do. If you sell when the price crashes, you're literally playing the whales' game. You're playing their game. Like, you're literally getting played by them. You're not even playing their game. They're playing you. You're thinking you're playing, but you're really not playing. You're spectating them. You're spectating them playing the game. They're playing the game. You're spectating. You know, it's like when you're dealing with like a chick that's like playing you. Like, you're getting played. You're a John. You're everything in the book. You're a trick. You're a John. You're whatever they want to call you. Right? You're getting played. Do not sell. If you sell here, you're messing up. If you sell here, you're messing up. If you sell here, you're messing up. If you sold up here, you did pretty good. You did pretty good, right? Now all you got to do is buy back in. But yeah, you just got to pay attention to these automated, not automated trading indicators. If you want Chart Prime, you can go ahead and get the Chart Prime automated trading indicators, or you could just do the technical analysis yourself. Like, I do my own technical analysis while also coupling it with the automated trading indicators so I can't lose. So I know, because we're in this channel, we're not getting past this channel right now the way things are going, because it's at a premium price point. So the channel tells me we're not going to get past it possibly, but then the premium price points of our automated trading indicators tell me we're not getting past it definitely. We're not passing a premium price point. It's premium. The price is too high. That's what the automated trading indicators are telling us. The automated trading indicators yell the price is too high. And then the manual technical analysis that I did with the Fibonacci retracement and with the channels that I drew out here tell me we're inside of a consolidation point, but we're not necessarily going to pass this point. And then it's only confirmed once I use the automated trading indicators. So that's why I use both automated and manual technical analysis. So you got to do both. Anyways, check it out. Link in the description. Chart Prime. Use the discount code CP30 for 30% off. Try it risk-free, 7 days, 7-day money-back guaranteed. Probably sound like a salesman, but I actually use this. And I just so happen to also be sponsored by them because, you know, I actually use it. But yeah, check it out. Link in the description. You'll also help support the channel out as well. But anyways, Bitcoin's going to recover. This is all I got for you all today. The recovery is inevitable. I know this is a long video. My videos usually don't get this long because I usually do them on different coins like meme coins and stuff. Can't really make a long video on a meme coin like that unless there's a lot going on. But with Bitcoin, there's a lot going on. So just so happens that the Bitcoin videos also get less views because people are focused on making fast money in a short period of time. And the thing is like, you can make that in Bitcoin if you have a lot of money. But Bitcoin, everything is following Bitcoin. So you want to pay attention to these Bitcoin videos because all the cryptos, you've seen how everything crashed just because Bitcoin crashed. Everything crashed because Bitcoin crashed. And now everything is recovering because Bitcoin recovered. Look at all these different 7-day areas here. They're literally all the same over here in this area here. All of them are all the same. So if you are not paying attention to Bitcoin, you are doing it wrong. You want to pay attention to Bitcoin, and you also want to have some Bitcoin as well. You want to hold some as well. Anyways, this is all I got for you all today. Hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. And as always, I'll be back with another video.